Opened in the 1800s, Kirkgate Market, Leeds' shopping mecca, has been celebrated for being the largest indoor market in Europe. With over 600 stalls ranging from the traditional to the bizarre. It has been, and remains to be, one of Leeds' most important retail developments and a cultural hotspot. Since the demolition of the market's well-used car park for the building of a John Lewis store, the market has been under even more financial strain and is now under threat. The question is, will this remarkable city gem survive the rise of yet another corporate superpower in the developing city of Leeds? Or will this new regeneration bring an end to Leeds city markets as we know it? We spoke to some of the longest established traders to find out what are the unique characteristics of the market.
My name is Leo Burke. I've been here 30 years and my father was here 60 years before me. Family shop, we look after customers, we've got a lot of regular customers. 85% come every week. They'll buy a piece and I can tell them the temperature to cook it, the time to cook it, how to cook it, and recipes as well.
Mr. Meat has his own opinion on why customers choose to shop with him rather than the supermarkets.
Personal touch, you see, you go into a supermarket and the things that they say to you is, cash back, do you want help with your packing? And that's it. Well, we can talk about family, children, you name it, we talk about it, you know, to our customers. Because we know them on a personal level, you see.
However, many of the other traders around the market report a much bleaker reality.
A lot of people will say, oh, I used to come at market years ago, but you couldn't move, it was like this. That was good. Good for business, good for businesses in here. The footfall has dramatically fallen. There's a lot more out-of-town shops now.
Hayes itself has been in the market since 1880. They consist of obviously organising produce for which people have to buy, and that consists of shellfish, seafoods, sandwiches to which we make on the premises. So it's quite a complex business now in comparison to what it used to be when we first initially started all those years ago. Each recession brings its own problems, and each one's been totally different to the, each one that comes about. You just got to really grab it by the horns and simply say to yourself, how do we get through this? So going through it, it's a learning curve where you really strip your business right down to the core and go through everything that it consists of to make sure you get the best out of it, right through to your power supply, your suppliers, the way you conduct your business, the way things are wrapped, even right down to the wrappings. You've got to go through everything to make sure you get through it.
Reduced footfall has affected many of the market traders. It is clear that the market has to react to keep up with the rapid evolution of technology.
You can't totally rely on selling over the counter anymore. You've got to be so adaptable. You've got to be able to go with technology, social media and computerization, and as well as just a matter of selling it what people see. So you've got to be really, really adaptable, yeah.
In attempts to bring the market into the 21st century, they have commissioned the design of an online shopping app.
Through the app, users were able to navigate in 3D, look around what the market looked like, and also place orders.
The app allows users to visit a virtual market and place their orders at their favourite stalls. Their groceries will then be delivered at a time specified within the app. Although the market is trying to adapt to the future, many market traders are not convinced it is the correct avenue for the market.
People aren't bothered about Facebook, internet and all this rubbish. They want a nice pork sausage, they know where to come and get it, and they'll come and buy it. So technology, not interested in it at all.
I personally feel that if the market doesn't do it right, then the market could lose the same point you just made about places like this. and it become a commercial place, and then what is it really? Just you lose the essence of what market is.
Internet buying is a good idea. I don't agree with it personally, because I think it's taking away the little man, the little shops. People are getting a little bit more lazy, shopping online, that sort of thing. It is affecting small businesses. There is a service called Market Delivered, and we have contributed towards that. I can't see it being a big seller as regards food-wise, because people want to come, they can come here, they can try something. Try one of these, try one of those. They can try it. If they don't like it, they don't have to buy it. Online, you can't do that. And then, of course, there's the packaging. It's got to be packaged properly for it to travel overnight or 2 days, whatever. But as regards internet as general, I don't agree with it. I really don't see it. It is the future, but it will kill small businesses over the next 10, 15, 20 years. It will kill a lot of small businesses.
Another area of concern for traders is the recent plans and construction of John Lewis right next door, resulting in the closure of a car park used by patrons of the market daily.
I think that I've got the same customers, but I think that they're not as frequent as they used to be since the car park's closed.
Do you think that that's because of the car park?
I'm 99.5% think it's a car park. I'll leave a little half percentage to be open about it.
The main reason for it to be not as high as what it used to be is the fact of such things as parking, which is not as convenient as what it used to be years gone by.
It is to do with parking. A lot more people have got more money, they're more affluent, they can afford a car, so they need to park that car. The car park's been taken away from us at the moment. That's going to be another 18 months before we can enjoy that benefit again. Once the car park closed last April, it did hit us around about 40%. People popping in for half an hour, grabbing local goods and then disappearing and doing their own thing. Then people have gone, found other car parking arrangements or whatever, but we have lost about 40% of the business at the moment.
We reached out to Leeds City Council for a statement on their decision to close the car park.
Given the level of change happening in the area and at the market itself, we've been talking to traders about alternative parking and travel options. There is no getting away from the fact that major development on this scale is going to have a short-term impact, and we're offering discounted parking at the nearby NCP car park for market shoppers. We will continue to work with traders to drive footfall through the market.
Some traders hope the eventual opening of John Lewis will help to rejuvenate footfall in the market.
Hopefully when the building is finished, building work outside is finished, we'll get those people back, fingers crossed. But yeah, the car park has really affected us at the moment.
We can only hope and pray that John Lewis is going to bring extra people or a different kind of personnel to the market. But again, we're not just working on alone. We've got to work with the council as well as the public themselves to make it, way convenient for them to come into. We've got to improve the offer that we give people, because the likes of John Lewis is quite a big name, and we've got to really up the game to make it feasible for them to come across to us.
It all depends on what the market does, because the type of shops that's going to go into John Lewis is pretty high end, and these people has got great disposable incomes, like from Harrogate, York, having some of those people, the name brand. Would they want to come into the market? One have to ask that question. The market would have to. They don't need to come into the market if they've got really nice cafes and so on. If they came into the market, they'll come into the market if the market has something to offer them more than just phone shops.
Given the amount of time Kirkgate Market has been established, it's unlikely the markets will close in the near future. However, something needs to be done. We asked the traders what they thought was the best way to revive the market.
In general, more advertising. Let's get people back into the market. Another thing is cost. This shop costs £3,000 a month, rent, rates and a service charge. That's before I buy any produce, we pay wages and we pay the electric bill. So maybe if the powers that be, i.e. the council, maybe give us a bit more rent reduction, maybe reduce it quite drastically so we can lower the prices. Not necessarily make more money, but we can lower the prices, attract more people in. Without being negative, the council make about £2 million a year and they've not put a penny back into this place for donkeys.
But I don't think that one person can make that impact. I think that the market traders should unite to do that. I think that what we're missing, even in society, even with politicians, is that we're the majority and they're only about a handful of people. So I think that's what we are missing. I think unity is missing in the world, which is sad.
On its current course, the market's heading for certain doom. But given the radical changes in competition, we can only hope that the massive regeneration will help to keep the market thriving and bring it back to its former glory.